You know what's really reprehensible? It's not the fact that we have a rapist as a president and probably a child molester and a felon. It's the fact that some of the people that he pardoned, the convicted felons in a court of law, because so many MAGA are law and order, law and order, law and order. I just want things done legally. He pardoned many people that committed crimes. And I'm going to read you a list of 15 people that committed crimes after the convicted felon pardoned him. Taylor Taranto threatened to kill former President Barack Obama. Daryl Johnson, felony, prior sex offense conviction. Shane Jason Woods, felony, reckless homicide. Homicide. Christopher Moynihan, terrorist threats, threatening public officials. Hakeem Jeffries, threatened his life. Zachary Jordan Elam, home invasion, burglary, felony break and entering. Theodore Middendorf, are you ready? Assaulting a 7-year-old. 7-year-old. Robert Keith Packer, cruelty animal charges, animal attacks. David Daniel, child pornography, possession, distribution of child sexual abuse material. There's a special place in hell for some of these people. Edward Kelly, plotting to murder FBI agents. Wow. So pro-life. Daniel Ball, gun charges, domestic violence. Andrew Quinton Take, solicitation of a minor. John Emmanuel Manuelo, kidnapping and sexual assault. Kyle Travis Colton, child sex abuse material. Brent John Holdridge, burglary and grand theft. And Emily Hernandez, deadly DUI crash. These are the people that your great Christian pro-life candidate pardoned. They molested 7 and 12-year-old children. A couple of people are dead. There was another one of them that I didn't mention that actually died in a car crash running away from police officers. You got B&E. I mean, this is your... You know what I don't get? Tammy Faye Baker? I mean, you go by Erica Kirk. I thought you're pro-life. Huh? Your racist podcaster husband that said dead Americans was worth the cost of the Second Amendment. Pro-life, right? But how's those merch sales coming along, huh? How's those merch sales? Because Jesus told you, right, you fake-ass Christian, you Pharisee. Why aren't you speaking up about this? I thought you're pro-life, Erica. No? Not those? No. Oh, does it get in the way of your grift, Tammy Faye Baker? Because that's what this is. You people aren't pro-life. So many of you run around, oh, abortion, I'm pro-life. And yet you voted for a man who literally has raped women. You didn't care about their lives. Officers died of January 6th. Didn't care about their lives. We got 14 million kids go to school hungry. You don't care about their lives. You got women dying of sepsis in Texas because Roe versus Wade. You don't care about their lives. You have mothers like Adriana Smith, who was forced to stay on a ventilator for 4 months to keep her corpse alive so they can incubate her baby. So pro-life. Amber Thurman died in Georgia of lack of health care. What the hell are you people pro-life about? Because you're all pissy about, I can't vote for Democrat because I'm pro-life, and you voted for literally the most horrible piece of shit human being that ever lived. He literally pardoned people that ruined the lives of 7 and 12-year-olds. Nothing to see here. Oh, hold on. Let me talk about transgenders in sports. Ooh, I heard there was a boy in a girl's bathroom. Yeah, I could make money if I make a video with yellow letters and arrows. Ooh, let me cherry pick a clip because I need money. Can you define a man and a woman? Ooh. The person that you voted for released 1,600 felons who did Horrible stuff. And it goes back to what I keep saying. You people are disgusting. You truly are the bottom. I mean, you're the reason that I left the Republican Party in 2016. John McCain, I had tremendous respect for that man. I voted for McCain and Obama. For anyone that hasn't seen my videos, I voted for both sides. I will never vote for a Republican again, because as long as you keep crapping on women's rights, y'all can go straight to hell. Because once that life is born, you don't care if it's assaulted. You don't care if it rapes women. You don't care if it's shot in a school. You don't care if it dies from lack of health care. You don't care if it has a living wage. You don't care if it has affordable housing. You don't give a shit about the life once it's born, because that's socialism. Yeah, pick yourself up by the bootstraps, even though 3 people own half the wealth and 2/3 of this country live paycheck to paycheck. But keep working harder. Get 5 jobs, 6 jobs, 10 jobs. Work until you die. Die 20 years early. Yeah, that's the American dream. People are stupid. You are the least Christ-like, least pro-life people in the world. And I'm going to keep saying this. You remember this when you stand before God on Judgment Day. And he's going to ask you what you did. Why did you stay quiet? Why? Why did you vote for the most morally bankrupt person in the world? You're going to say, because I was pro-life. You know what he's going to do? He's going to point to all the people, the officers from January 6th, the children from Uvalde, and Sandy Hook, and Parkland, and all the other horrible atrocities that happened to schools. And he's going to say, you didn't do a damn thing about these lives, but you spent your whole life demonizing people because of abortion. He gives people free will to choose what they want to do with their bodies. But you don't want to. You spent your whole life trying to play God instead of following me. You can go right down there with Stephen Miller and Jeffrey Epstein, because that's where you're going to end up if y'all don't change course. So you can shove your gold crosses up your ass, Tammy Faye Baker, you and all your little fake ass, money grifting, white nationalist Christians. Have a white day.